Welcome to DC and Marvel Facts and Trivia with Buds. I'm your host, Ryan Buds, right here on the Stream.tv. Thanks so much for checking out our weekly trivia challenge. We have two amazing teams that are going to compete in today's theme, which is superhero locations. So we're going to be asking questions from the Marvel and DC universes about where they're from and where they rule and where they have been defeated and killed and things. It's going to be tons of fun, and I'm going to introduce today's panel, starting over here with what I'm going to call Team Marvel. My good friend Paul Lair and Harry Valentine. How are you guys doing?
I'm doing great. What's up, Ryan?
You guys are actors. You guys are TV producers. You're doing it all. And how do you feel about your knowledge on DC and Marvel locations today?
Well, one of the things, when I first met Harry, I was like, what's your obsession, man? What's your deal? Yeah. And he said comic books.
Very good.
And when it came time for this show, and I could pick a partner, I went with the partner in Harry Valentine.
So the stakes are high and I'm uncomfortable.
No pressure.
Feel like no room for error for me.
But one of you has a beard, and I think that will help. And over here is Team DC and my new friends, David Del Rio and Crystal Byer. How are you guys doing?
Very well, very well. Thanks for having us.
How do you feel about competing against one team of a guy that has a beard and one team that is totally clean-shaven?
Oh, I thought I was here for a Jane Austen book club.
Show the camera your elbow pads. You're going to teach a college course right after
Quail
this,
hunting,
it looks like.
exactly. No, I'm really excited. I'm really excited to fail. It's going to be great.
Very good. If you would like to play along with people at home, if you're at home, you can use the hashtag DC Marvel Trivia to kind of get some discussion started. Let your friends know what you're up to on this Thursday night. And we're going to be doing superhero locations, Team Marvel versus Team DC. Here's how it works. Round number one, you're going to get 1 point for all the questions that I ask. There are 20 questions that I came up with about superhero locations on Marvel and DC side, and you'll get 1 point for all those questions. Round number two is fan-submitted questions on all my different social media channels. I reach out to people, and then they comment in with some fun questions. Those are a little bit harder, and those are worth 2 points. Then we're going to do a thing called Categories with Buds, which has nothing to do with DC or Marvel per se. So get ready for all three of those things. And we're going to buzz in with a buzz-in word. Now, David, you are in a movie that is out right now called The Belko Experiment.
That's right.
So I thought it would be fun to buzz in with the word Belko, because that is a place. That's the name of the building that the movie takes place in.
Yeah, that's right.
Very good. And we're going to talk more about that throughout the show. We'll buzz in with the word Belko. This is round number one, the trivia showdown with DC and Marvel locations. Here we go. Buzz in with Belko. You guys ready?
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it.
Here we
All
go.
right.
Question number one. Aquaman is the telepathic ruler of what city?
Belko.
David.
Alaska.
You almost said it. I thought you had it. It's not Alaska.
Belko?
Yes.
Atlantis?
It is Atlantis. So that's 1 point for Team Marvel. Harry, you ever been to Atlantic City, which is probably I imagine is very similar to the Atlantis that we see in Aquaman?
So I will also imagine that.
Very good. Are you an Aquaman fan by any means?
I'm not. I don't see the Aquaman hate, but I don't. It's like a nothing character to me.
Who's your favorite character over here, David? Do you have a favorite, let's say a favorite character maybe in the water region? Anybody that's good with water?
Oh.
Maybe like a Storm in X-Men. She can get some rain down.
Yeah. I mean,
Halle Berry. Everybody likes her in Swordfish. All right.
those sunglasses.
Making this real boys club. Question number two. The X-Mansion has several other names. Name any one of the three that include Xavier's name. The X-Mansion from X-Men. Xavier's name is in three other names.
Belko?
Yes, Harry Valentine.
The Xavier Institute?
For?
Gifted children?
I'm going to accept it. Youngsters.
Children, youngsters.
Points, Team Marvel.
Nice.
The other ones that I found, Xavier Institute for Higher Learning, Xavier School for Gifted Youngsters, and a new Xavier School for the Gifted. So a lot of Wikipedia entries that may or may not be true. I don't know. Here's question number three. Mayor Thorndike, Mayor Wilson Class, and Mayor Hayes were all mayors of what city in the DC and Marvel universe? Any guesses?
Belko.
David.
Gotham.
It is Gotham.
Oh.
That's 1 point. High five.
I'm just gonna say it.
A lot of thinking going on, but some right stuff is coming out of mouths. So that's pretty good. I like it. Very good. Crystal, you are an actress, and you've been in movies like Airplane vs. Volcano, which was a movie I was lucky enough to be in, with the producer of the show that we're on right now, DC Marvel Facts and Trivia, as well as some of the other superhero after shows like The Flash After Show and Legends of Tomorrow. Mr. Jimmy O, James Oster, he was in that movie.
Yes.
And tell us a little bit about being on set in a movie where a plane is being attacked by a volcano.
Oh, well, it was a lot of fun because the whole time you had to pretend that you were in turbulation and screaming, and then they come and rescue you, and there are people dropping through the roof and grabbing you, and it was a lot of fun. Just screaming for 3 days, you know, and terror is. Apparently, I'm good at it.
There you go. Love it. Throw it on the resume. Here's number 4. What is the name of Iron Man's high-rise building in Midtown Manhattan? Iron Man's
Belko.
Harry Valentine.
Stark Tower?
Stark Tower is correct. It's 3-1. Team Marvel doing a little bit better than Team DC, but there's still a lot of trivia to happen. Are you a fan of the Iron Man series, Harry?
The movies, for sure.
They're great, right? The first one,
1 and 3.
especially when it first came out, 1 through 3, yeah?
1 and 3.
1 and 3. You don't like 2?
Not a fan.
No, Whiplash. Is that
Oh,
Whiplash?
yeah.
Or is that 3?
No, Whiplash
Whiplash
is
in-
2.
Mickey Rourke. I don't like his fingernails. A little weird. You ever see him?
It's too much?
Yeah, they're very thick and large. Look at Mickey Rourke's hands, everybody. And by everybody, I mean you 4. I need you to look at Mickey Rourke's hands next time you get a chance. It's very creepy. Harry, you directed and starred in a movie, and we're going to talk about it. It was called Zombie Cops.
Well, Paul
Yes.
did the direction.
Okay.
Yes.
But once at a film festival, it was falsely credited that I did it.
Very good.
Yeah.
So is that IMDb? That would be an IMDb error.
I think IMDb had. I wrote it and was in it.
Harry, I say roll with it. You look like a director.
No, they gave out an
Credit
actual
where credit's
they printed out and they gave out an award for achievement in directing, and it said Harry Valentine. Even though I was at the film
was
festival
there.
and I
Oh my
presented
gosh.
the movie.
Yeah.
That was crazy.
Well, give us a couple, the synopsis of Zombie Cops. Give us the quick log line.
Zombie Cops is. I haven't had to do that in a while. Zombie Cops is. It's like two friends or a brother and sister get pulled over by the police, and the policeman bites her.
Yeah. Okay.
Turns out to be a zombie, and then rather than turning into a zombie, she turns into a zombie policeman.
It's a whole cop force, and it's all zombies.
Love it.
Yeah. So
Love it.
it's there's
Accidental
no-
social commentary in it.
Yeah,
Wasn't supposed to be there.
There
Yeah.
you go.
It worked.
Question number 5. The pit Bruce Wayne climbs out of in The Dark Knight Rises is in what country? The pit Bruce Wayne climbs out of in The Dark Knight Rises is in what country? What do you think? Any guesses on the old pit country?
Belko.
Yes.
Romania.
Not a bad guess, but incorrect. Any guesses over here? Team DC. This is Batman, so maybe the DC power will come to you. Maybe the bat signal will light up with the country of
Transylvania.
Transylvania. Is Transylvania a real place?
I don't think so.
Or Romania is Transylvania,
Oh.
is it?
I think Transylvania's in Romania.
In Romania.
I feel like.
Interesting. Leslie Nielsen was in Dracula Dead and Loving It.
Yes.
It's my little side note. It was India. India is where the pit's at.
Okay. Wow.
Nice old pit in India. Here is number 6. What planet is Thor from? What planet is Thor from?
Belko.
Harry Valentine.
Asgard.
Asgard, 4 points to 1 point.
Work.
Marvel over Team DC. David Del Rio, we mentioned you are in the Belko Experiment
That's
out in
right.
theaters right now. Go check that out. Tell us a little bit about your role in that movie.
I play Roberto, who is a person who works in HR and is shocked, just like every other character in the film, when a PA comes over the building and shuts every single window and turns off the air conditioning and says, in the next 30 minutes, 60 of you, or in the next 30 minutes, one of you will die, or should kill another person.
Okay.
And if none of you are killed in half an hour, 30 of you will die.
Oh my gosh.
And people don't believe this PA until after the 30-minute mark. People's heads start exploding.
Oh my God.
And it's a great, it's a fun ride, directed by Greg McLean, who did Wolf Creek,
Awesome.
and was written by James Gunn of the Guardians of the Galaxy
Amazing.
franchise.
And this was the exact jacket you wore as the HR character. Isn't that right?
Yes, it'd
We
be closer.
learned
He would pick
something
it,
new.
though, that's for sure.
I love it, and I can't wait to see it. Belko Experiment in theaters right now. Here's question number 7. The Flash mainly protects what city on the CW show? The Flash protects what city?
Belko.
David.
I don't know. Washington.
Incorrect.
Great.
Belko.
Yes.
Do you want it, Paul?
I'm afraid I'm gonna fuck
I
it
have
up.
50-50. I think it's Central City.
It is Central
Yes,
City.
okay, yeah,
5
yeah.
points to 1 point.
Central or Coast?
Located in
I
Washington.
knew I wanted to say Central, but I knew you had been watching the show more recently.
As of 2 days ago.
Yeah.
There you go. Paul, you are the host of a podcast called Saint Anger, where people come on and
Yeah.
talk about their anger issues. You were kind enough to have me on, and we talked about traffic. Because it's rampant here in LA.
I've actually, since starting to do the show, I've prefaced it before we go on air. It's like, talk about anything but traffic now. Because the first 20 episodes were people talking about being angry in their car. But yeah, I started the podcast because I was coming to the terms with the fact that I had anger issues.
Yeah.
And having someone else on every week to talk about the way that they express their anger, they talk about their anger, and just like manage it has been a fascinating subject for me. And it's also been therapy for me. And
Sure.
I think therapy for like the guests and stuff. I've had
Oh,
people.
yeah. I was telling you that I had an update where I talked about my family making me mad in certain situations, and then I had family members listen to it, and then would like reach out to me like, "Hey, I didn't know that," and then it like created a dialogue, as they say.
Oh yeah, no, I've had guests come on too and say that and express grievances they've had with their family that they haven't been able to like tell them face to face, but like talking to me, they can articulate way better.
Wow.
And then their families like listen to it and they have a better understanding
It's
of each
great.
other.
Check it out, the Saint Anger podcast, anywhere podcasts
Well, let's pause
are
this
found.
game. I have some things.
You should have taken the glasses off. Here's question number 8 on the Marvel side. Steve Rogers, a.k.a. Captain America, was born in what major city?
Belko.
David.
New York.
It is New York City. 2 points to 5. Team DC coming back a little bit. Are you a big Captain America fan?
I am.
Yeah?
The movies as well. The
Sure.
movies as well. Yeah,
That sequel, one of the best sequels of all time.
I completely agree. I thought what the Russo brothers did with that film to make it more like 3 Days in the Condor was a really, really nice inspiration and
very
a great
cool.
addition in terms of tone for the Marvel Universe. For sure.
And not only are you an actor, but you are directing a movie. You just finished the first cut of it, and it's called Sick for Toys.
It's called Sick for Toys, written by your very own Jimmy O.
Shout out Jimmy O.
Jimmy O.
James Oster, thanks for producing this
Crazy
show and
effed up
movies.
script.
Like your craziness over Sick for Toys.
Yeah, it's a thriller,
Yeah.
and it's hopefully going to come out November of this year.
I can't wait to see it. I've heard a lot about it, so expectations are high.
Great.
It's going to be great.
Great.
Shout out to Nuke the Fridge, Mr. Lewis Love, and one of my favorite pop culture websites, Nuke the Fridge. He's in the chat. He's got a bunch of people in there. Shout out to Greatness Sims and Nuke the Fridge for getting some stuff going in the live chat. And if you know the answers to these, comment in with your answers, or if you have questions that you'd like our guests to answer on the spot, we can work those in too. Here's question number 9. Star or Starling City would be found as what DC superhero's home? Star or Starling City would be found as what DC superhero's home?
Belko.
Yes.
Arrow?
It is Arrow, and that's 6 points. 6 points. You watch Arrow, Paul?
Yeah, that show has taken some twists and some turns as
Sure.
it gets into the black magic aspect of it all. So,
Yeah.
but I like that they've been crossing over with the Flash universe
There you go.
on the
Yeah.
show too.
They just did that musical episode that came out, I think, this week or
Yeah.
last week. And,
I think it came out this past week. Yeah.
And that is one that I definitely want to watch. There's a big Glee reunion, I'm told.
Yeah.
Actors that were on Glee. So I didn't watch Glee.
Oh, I loved
Were
Glee.
you a big fan, Crystal?
I was a big fan.
Are you a singer as well as an actress?
Sure.
I say yeah,
Why
I
don't you
can
sing
carry-
us
I can
3
carry it.
songs right now?
Oh,
No, I'm just
okay.
kidding.
No pressure.
I was not expecting this.
Always come prepared. Anything.
What kind of stuff did you do in high school to prepare you as an actress? Were you were you in plays? Were you on speech teams? Stuff like that?
No.
No?
My journey as an actor is not typical.
Okay.
I was not involved in much. The only thing
That really inspired me, I guess, acting was I was involved in the senior play
Oh,
at my
okay.
high school, and that like changed my life, I guess, in a way. that
What
it
was the
just
play? What was it?
Pippin.
Oh, Pippin. Which is, a lot of people don't know this, is a musical about number 33 in the Chicago Bulls, Scottie Pippen. So it was your portrayal of Scottie Pippen that really got your
Exactly.
acting legs going.
So,
I love
yeah,
it. Very good.
and then,
And here we are.
Here we
Number
are.
10. The Fridge is the most secure base of what Marvel organization? It's called The Fridge. It is a secure base of what Marvel organization?
Belko.
David.
Shield.
It is S.H.I.E.L.D., and that is 3 points. It's 6-3, and you're carrying Team DC over there. Crystal.
I'm just here for the looks.
You told me you studied.
It wasn't good in school. Sorry.
Question number 11. What famous DC couple got killed in what's now known as Murder Alley? What famous DC couple got
Belko.
killed? David.
Bruce Wayne's parents.
Yes, I will accept that. Thomas and Martha Wayne, and that gives you 4 points, and now it's a 2-point game. 6
Nice.
for Team Marvel, 4 for Team DC. Anything can happen. Shout out to Ravis79, who said, have Crystal sing some Josh Groban.
Come on.
Josh Groban is my favorite. Like, OMG, but he's too talented to even try.
Very good. Here's question number 12. The Savage Land is located in the heart of what area in the Marvel Universe? The Savage Land from
Belko.
X-Men. Harry?
Antarctica.
It is Antarctica. It is prehistoric
Good
and
job.
tropical kind of looking. It was set up by aliens as a
I don't know.
Sauron, the green pterodactyl man. He's from Savage Land, right?
I think so, yeah.
All right, that's all I know. Here we go. Question number 13, lucky number 13. What burger place is frequently referenced, especially by Dr. Wells on the Flash TV show? It is a fictional burger joint in the DC universe. I think it's in other things, but I know it from Dr. Wells, always talking about wanting to eat it on the Flash.
Belko.
Harry.
Burger Belly?
I'm going to give it to you. Big Belly Burger.
Oh,
I'm going to give it to you. That's good. That's good. 8 points to 4 points over here. Question number 14. Asteroid M is the secret base of what Marvel villain? Asteroid M.
Belko.
David.
Thanos.
Incorrect. Asteroid M is the secret base of what Marvel villain? Any guesses over here? Team Marvel. Harry's thinking it over. He's going to pull something out of the beard. Yes.
Belko. Galactus.
The answer, Magneto. The M was for Magneto.
He lives on a meter?
At one point, he has a secret asteroid base
Okay.
called Asteroid M.
Wonder why they kept that out of the
For
mo-
Magneto.
I wonder why they kept that out of the movies.
I have a
Thanks, singer.
I have a Magneto T-shirt, and I wore it at Trader Joe's one time. And a guy that worked there came up to me, and he goes, "Dude!" And he pointed at my shirt, and then he pointed at his name tag. His name tag said Magneto. I'd like to think it was his real name.
Wow.
Because cans kept sticking to him on the aisle. Here's number 15. Suicide Slum is a dangerous place in what DC city? Suicide Slum is a dangerous area of what DC city?
Belko.
Don't look at me.
Belko.
Crystal just mouthed Josh Groban lyrics.
Yeah, that's
What do you got
weird.
here?
Gotham?
Yes.
Yeah?
Oh, sorry.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah.
Cool.
Incorrect. Over here. Any guesses?
All right, Suicide Slum.
Suicide Slum.
DC City.
I mean, we haven't mentioned Belko.
Belko.
Yes.
Is it Metropolis?
It is Metropolis.
Hey,
Metropolis.
deduction, my dear Valentine.
No, it's not.
Deduction.
It's not that. It's not that.
Not to be confused with seduction, which is also happening at this table. Number 16. In Marvel, a dimension of spineless aliens would be known as the what verse? So it's a character, if you think of a famous villain from comic books and things. Not too much, I don't think, ever in the movies. But a comic book villain that would have like spineless alien type creature. And what would that, it's the something verse. So like universe, but not Una. It's this character's name. This is not a hard, complicated question at all to explain. I'm just going to give it to you. It's the Mojo-verse. Mojo.
Yes. Okay, cool.
Yes, Mojo-verse. You guys know Mojo?
I don't know about
He's
that.
kind of like
familiar.
Blobby. I think there is a great art depiction of Patton Oswalt as Mojo, maybe.
Okay.
Check
Like,
that out.
who is his beef with? Who was his major beef with?
Somebody. Somebody with a spine, I bet.
Glad
Since he's so
Glad
spineless.
we could go over the
Here's-
whole backstory
Sure.
of Mojo.
Here is number 17. The Netherworld is a fictional DC area of what real-life Midwestern city? The Netherworld is supposed to be in what real-life Midwestern city? Any guesses?
You got a guess?
Go for it, man.
Belko?
Yes.
I'm going to guess Detroit.
Incorrect, but you're close. Crystal, any guesses for Team DC?
It's close to Detroit.
Kind of.
Now I'm gonna just not know my
Geographically,
geography.
it is. Yep, not too far. Any guesses at all? It's a major one. Some might call it the second
Chicago.
city. That's it. Boom. Yes. Crystal, you got one, and that is Team DC with 5,
Yes.
Team Marvel with 9. We still have a whole nother round and another little bonus thing to do. Here's number 18 for round 1. What is the name of the fictional nation run by Black Panther in Marvel?
Belko.
Yes.
Wakanda.
Wakanda for the 10th point for Team Marvel. Well done. Are you excited about that movie, Black Panther?
So excited.
It should be good. I didn't know anything about that character until Avengers: Age of Ultron.
Civil War.
Civil War.
Captain America.
Civil War.
Three
They all
Civil War.
blend together. Battles, especially in those last two. Here is number 19. What major landmark is the Fortress of Solitude closest to? What major landmark is the Fortress of Solitude closest to?
Belko.
Harry.
The North Pole.
That's right. For your 11th point, the North Pole. Superman, he's up there. Him and Santa. I don't know. What does he go up there? He retreats up there and he talks to his dad. Is that the
He talks to
Fortress of Solitude?
recordings of his dad, right?
Very good.
The statue. Or
Keep him in ice.
Marlon Brando.
Those are laser discs just on ice. He just loads in the giant laser disc. Talks to Brando. Here's number 20, the last question of round number 1. This is the last 1-point question. Latveria, or Latveria, is that how I'm saying it? Is a fictional nation ruled by what Marvel villain?
Belko.
Harry.
Dr. Doom.
And it is Dr. Doom for the 12th point. 12-5. Team
Yeah,
DC still has a lot of
look at
chances to
you.
come back. How do you guys feel about round number 1? Team Marvel, you feel pretty good?
Pretty good.
Good.
I am glad Harry's here.
How about here, Team DC? How do you guys feel after those first 20 questions?
We're gonna have a strong comeback.
I love it.
Totally.
I love that confidence. And we're moving right now into round number 2. It is called Fan Questions. Fan Questions. These were submitted on social media to me by different friends and fans of the show. So here is the first question. These are all worth 2 points. You're still going to buzz in with Belko. Question number 1 for round 2, Fan Questions. This one comes from my friend Kyle Dodson. Kyle asks, before having a tower, where did the Avengers meet? It was called Avengers Tower, but before that they had Avengers what? What other kind of building?
Belko.
Harry.
Avengers Mansion.
It was Avengers Mansion. That's 2 points, so 14 for Team Marvel, 5 for Team DC. Harry, do you ever dream of having a mansion in LA one day?
I mean, that sounds great.
Wouldn't that be great?
But it's not. I don't
gonna
let
happen?
myself have that dream.
I was looking at houses in Burbank. The median price of a house is $800,000.
Yeah.
And that's like not even a nice house. It's just a house in Burbank.
Right.
Wow.
Yeah.
Keep dreaming. Here's number 2. Number 2, what shield mode of transportation is a combination of both air and sea? What shield mode of transportation is a combination of both air and sea?
Belko.
Yes. Harry.
A helicarrier.
Helicarrier, which is a really cool carrier. That's why you say the hella.
Hella.
Helicarrier. That comes from Pierre Jason Kelly, big fan of the show. Thank you, Pierre Jason Kelly. I call him PJK. Here's number 3. Sanctum Sanctorum is the residence of what Marvel character? Sanctum Sanctorum is the residence.
Belko.
Yes.
Doctor Strange.
It is Doctor Strange. 2 more points. Just like that, it's 18-5. Harry, this is more of me and you just having a chat. This is a one-on-one. We could have done this in the car ride over. That came from Pierre Jason Kelly as well, Doctor Strange. Here's number 4 from the fans. Metropolis is a real city name in California, Louisiana, and what other state?
Belko.
Ball's buzzing in.
Kansas.
Incorrect. Team DC, any guesses? What other state? You have about 6 to choose from? 46?
Florida.
Incorrect. It was Illinois. I've been there. I got a magnet there, Metropolis, Illinois, and it's got Superman, and it's on my fridge. And I found it in the parking lot. I didn't even buy it. That's fun. Metropolis, Illinois, go check it out. That's pretty much all that's there. It's at the very southern part of Illinois if you ever want to go down and do drugs. Here's number 5 for fan questions. Steve Rogers is on the steps of what kind of building when he is shot and killed? Now, we know Steve Rogers, Captain America from earlier. So Captain America dies not too long ago in a comic storyline. And this is from Bobby Hill, who was on the show last week. Shout out to Bobby Hill and the Trusty Sidekick podcast. Go check that out if you like superhero trivia and want to listen to some more. Steve Rogers is killed on the steps of what type of building when he's shot and killed? Any guesses?
Belko.
David.
A courthouse.
It is a courthouse for 2 points, and it's 7-18. Well done, sir. Have you ever been in a courthouse recently for anything fun or not fun?
I have to have some inspiration to write.
There you go.
some stuff.
You write one of those court dramas?
No, actually. I'm writing a Christmas movie. No. No, but the character.
Suing Santa
Exactly.
on ABC
Coming
Family.
on Lifetime, yeah. No, the characters you find there are awesome.
I love it. Here's number 6. The Baxter Building is the home of what superhero group?
Belko.
Yes.
The Fantastic Four.
Yeah, fantastic answer for you, Harry. You got 20 with that last 2 points. That comes from Pierre Jason Kelly as well. Fantastic Four. Number 7, the Titan Tower was in the shape of what letter of the alphabet? The Titan Tower was in the shape of what letter of the alphabet?
Belko.
Yes.
A.
Incorrect. The Titan Tower was in the shape of what letter of the alphabet? Any guesses? 25 more to go.
Belko.
Yes. Team Marvel. Paul and Harry.
A T.
It is a T. It was a T for Titan Tower.
That was a trick.
Fun question. Fun question. Pierre Jason Kelly again with the trick question. Number 8. Where does General Zod escape from in the Man of Steel movie and comics? General Zod escapes from where? He's about to be banished to this zone. What is the zone he escapes from?
Narrowed down to 2 things. Can we talk about it?
Sure. You guys want to
Talk
talk about
about it too. So Josh Groban.
I'll just talk to you, the viewers.
I was here.
And I think you're all very attractive.
All right,
on this live
Belko.
stream. Yes.
Phantom Zone.
It is the Phantom Zone for 2 points.
What was the other one?
Negative Zone? I couldn't remember which was Marvel, which was DC.
Cool.
I thought the other, maybe the Discovery Zone. Remember that, Playland?
Yeah.
All right.
He's
There we
flying
go.
into a ball pit.
Sure. Get a rug burn. Number 9. The JLA satellite was home to many DC heroes over time. What does JLA stand for? The JLA satellite was home to many DC heroes over time. What does JLA stand for?
Belko.
Yes.
The Justice League of America.
Boom, he got it. And that is 26 points to 12 on the DC side. Here's number 10. This is the last fan question, then we'll do something fun. Okay? Here's
This is great.
Who is designated to Earth's sector at the number 2814? Who is designated to Earth's sector with the number 2814?
Oh,
How specific?
Velcro?
Yes.
The Green Lantern?
It is the Green Lantern for 2 more points, which makes you guys have 28 right now, and we have 7 over here. So it is a crazy game, but it has been a fun game, and we're going to do one more thing. So this is kind of you can make it superhero related if you want, but it's going to be naming something from a category. I'm going to play with you guys, and we'll kind of go around the circle all naming one thing from this category. This week's category for round 3 is animated TV shows. So it could be any animated TV show. As long as you name one, you're in, and you can't do any repeats. And as long as you can say one, you're still in. Last person standing is the 3-point champion, so they get 3 points. So you guys get 10, and you guys can get 31. So this will be a fun thing. At the end of the game, I have some comic books to give away to the winning team, and we'll send you some at home if you participated in the chat the most. So we're going to check that chat as soon as the show is over and see who participated the most. A lot of people in there. Ravis79 is guessing along with, he guessed T for the building, T. Chris Kind Days, that's it. Chris Kind Days said the Phantom Zone, and people are playing along. Greatness Sims guessed Magneto and Big Belly Burger earlier. So thank you so much for your participation, and we will send you some comics if you participated the most. So here is round number 3, categories with Bud's animated TV shows. I'll kick it off. We'll go to Paul, Harry, Crystal, and David, and back to me. So I'll kick it off with The Simpsons. Over here to Paul.
I'll say Family Guy.
Family Guy.
Tiny Toons.
Tiny Toons.
American Dad.
American Dad.
Rugrats.
Rugrats. Hey Arnold was mine today. And the creator of Hey Arnold works in our building, and I followed him in today.
Yeah. I will
Craig
say,
Marlin. Shout out. Craig, he watches the show. Craig Marlin. Oh, yeah.
I will say All Real Monsters.
Our Real Monsters.
Animaniacs.
Animaniacs.
Rugrats.
Rugrats already been said
Oh my God.
by your partner David. So unfortunately eliminated, so you down to just David and Team DC.
wow.
What do you got?
Bob's Burgers.
Bob's Burgers. I will say Muppet Babies.
I will say Doug.
Doug.
Batman the Animated Series.
Oh, good one. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Batman Beyond.
Yeah. The Fairly Odd Parents.
The Super Friends.
Super Friends.
Street Sharks.
Oh, I love Street Sharks. I'm going to say I can't think of one, so it's down to 3. What do you got, Paul?
Recess.
Recess.
ABC.
Savage Dragon.
Savage Dragon.
Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers.
Yes. Paul.
Angry Beavers.
Angry Beavers. Harry.
Dinosaur Train.
Dinosaur Train, more recent, and again, doesn't have kids.
Kim Possible.
Kim Possible. Can't wait for the live action Kim Possible starring
Really?
my friend Crystal Buyer. What do you got?
Yes.
Oh yeah, you're out, right?
Yeah.
As told by Ginger.
Dragon Ball Z.
Oh, good one.
3 seconds.
Spider-Man.
Sure. Spider-Man animated series. Paul.
What was his name? Silk Shocker? Was that the one?
Silk the Shocker is a rapper.
No, but there was one like.
Don't think he had a cartoon, but I would love to see the Silk the Shocker
There
cartoon
was a
if
Silk
someone wants to
Shocker.
make that.
I'm out.
Cameraman, Silk the Shocker, is he a rapper?
I didn't say Silk the Shocker. I said Silk Shocker. I'll look it up later. I'm out.
Sounds made up.
I'm out.
Harry, it's down to you and David.
Freakazoid.
Freakazoid.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh, you said that already. The Mickey Mouse Club, House Club parties.
Oh man, that was in a programming block with Silk the Shocker on Fox, if I remember correctly. Harry, if you could name one more, you win. Any cartoon.
Then I would say the cartoon show that
Seems
is
like a good way to
called
stall. Silk the...
anything. I could say anything.
David, if you win one more show, you win.
The Flintstones.
The Flintstones! He got it. 3 more points is 10
like that.
to 28. So Team Marvel prevailed with 28 points. Well done. Team DC kicked ass as well with 10 points. Thank you guys so much for watching and playing along in the live chat. And now we're going to do some stuff that you guys are plugging. Harry, what would you like people to find you on social media?
You can find me on Instagram at LA Trivia Patrol. Or you can find me on Twitter at Harry Valentine, like Harry, and I just get mad about politics every day.
Very good. Mr. Paul Lair, where can people check you out?
You can follow me on Instagram and Twitter at Paul Brawl, and check out my podcast Saint Anger on iTunes.
Sure. Next week's episode featuring rapper Silk the Shocker. Crystal Buyer, where can people find you at?
Twitter is at Crystal Buyer with a K, and Instagram is KJ Buyer.
Very good. B-E-Y-E-R.
Oh,
And Mr. David Del Rio, he's got the movie out, Belko Experiment.
Right,
Sick for Toys right around the corner. And where can people find you online?
You can find me on Instagram at @the_David_Del Rio, or on Twitter, David_Del Rio.
Fantastic. Thank you guys so much. Again, we'll send you some comics. I'm going to give these to you guys to share. We'll send you some at home if you participated in the chat. I've been your host, Ryan Buds. Make sure you check out all the different after-show groups we have for all the shows on the stream.tv. If you like The Flash, if you like Supergirl, if you like Legends of Tomorrow, get in those groups. They're all run by Lance Ostfresser, and Lance has all these fun games and discussion topics in those groups. So shout out to Lance. Join his groups. Find him on Facebook. And keep checking out all the amazing shows here on the stream.tv. Thank you so much for watching DC Marvel Facts and Trivia with Buds. We'll see you next time.